players can do as we're going to see this matchup. Toon Link versus Link. I've seen it a lot, but it should be interesting to see how these players deal with it this week.
Yeah, so Deltaforce, of course, our big 1 seed today. Unfortunately, Yaba didn't stand a chance 2-0 against him. I would love to see that upset happen. But Obmcbob, wait a second, is that a UAH shirt? Wait a minute, that guy, we've seen him before. I know where he's from. So, yeah, it is. College of Science at UAH. Yeah, big shout outs to Huntsville, Alabama. That's, you know, my Smash scene. Shouts out to the 256. So, we'll see what Obmcbob's gonna bring to the table here.
And immediately starting out with the boomerang.
Yeah, double
and
boomerang.
The bombs coming in as well. That is to be expected, especially in this. I feel like if you're Obmcbob, you just gotta realize that, hey, this what can I do to avoid it? And same Deltaforce, I'm gonna be honest with you. What can I do? But the one thing that Obmcbob has is that Zair. Utilizing the chain, it really creates some separation as you.
Yeah, and that's gonna be a big thing this matchup, is Del's unable to get that up B off. And you know, for all the bettors in chat, the Obmcbob was the first to arrow, so that was pretty huge for him. And he's gonna be the first to take a stock as well. So you know, first to use all your utilities, that usually is a good sign. And Obmcbob showing that he's got it, and he's making the better Link, Toon Link, looking like the better character.
Oh yeah, for sure. And just realize the spacing. Spacing matters in this matchup because you got to realize when and where the bomb would go, and the boomerang, to be quite frank, where both of those items are going to go at any point is going to matter here a lot. Going for the up smash, great weight from Obmcbob. Really strong patience there.
Yeah, Obmc is just moving and grooving around Deltaforce, showing that he's a force to be reckoned with. And he's going to eat that episode and still going to be alright. He'll make it out and didn't even need to use the bomb. But he'll have to do it all over again, as Deltaforce, with that patented link ledge trapping, going to take the stock. And that's going to be the tail of the tape here for Deltaforce. He really wants to get these stocks going. Big, well, medium combo coming through, only going to do 30%.
Obmcbob trying to bob and weave his way around the stage, but Deltaforce coming in with some aggression as well, bringing this game back to within 40% now at this, and trying to find more, and Deltaforce really just staying locked in and loaded.
Yeah, and it's looking really good for him as he's kind of rounded this one all the way back, as Obmcbob unable to catch the tech chase. And Deltaforce is going to bring himself back safely back to the stage. Gets the back air into the boomerang. Finally gets to go into the up tilt, still not going to kill. Obmcbob at 117, unable to be surmounted here.
Yeah, and the jab coming in 136 to 165. Oh, great use of that boomerang. The last hit, they're able to send him on stage and able to punish him for it, but the up B from Deltaforce tying it right back up in this game one. Very intense coming in.
Yeah, both of these guys playing it real close. Obmcbob just opted to get that bomb entirely out of the equation, as he's gonna start himself up with a little combo. Lands with the down there and is gonna continue juggling Deltaforce as he just barely finds his way off the stage, but into the loving hands of player 3, and that is gonna seal the game 1 for Obmcbob.
I feel like Deltaforce shaking his head. He could have potentially lived that with better DI. I'm not sure how it would have worked there, but anyways, Obmcbob does take game 1. They were able to really space out extremely well and just realize that what Deltaforce, with the experience, what Deltaforce was really throwing out there at anything.
Yeah, and Obmc was like just really entirely running the coverage, man. It was oppressive.
Oh yeah, for sure. And we'll see that in game number 2. Probably gonna go back to PS2. Yes, they will. But could Deltaforce really make an adjustment? Starting off with a bomb and getting a grab. I like that start. Here comes some more. 44 on the board. Still hasn't taken any percent. As I say that, it does percent. But what a fantastic start from Deltaforce here.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been an arms race this entire set, and while Deltaforce has been able to keep up with the amount of damage that Obmcbob was able to put up, he hasn't been able to like secure these kills. So seeing him come out the gate and immediately put 74 on the board is a great sign.
Oh yeah, for sure. But the game has gotten a lot closer. Only 50-9. With the bomb coming in from Obmcbob, taking it all the way back here. 78-90 now, very closer now, but the patience from Deltaforce really playing to their benefit. But Obmcbob at the same time, waiting for the perfect moment. Unfortunately, they're getting hit with an up B. Gone,
Yeah,
and
Deltaforce
scores.
Yeah, Deltaforce is able to toss out that up B. He's only getting like little ticky-tacky hits because that's just the nature of Link with the combos relative to Toon Link. But he's starting to get the big moves, and those are the ones that are starting to close out those stocks and making these games look a lot closer. As Deltaforce is trying to lay it on, but he'll get hit by the boomerang and almost die. But thanks to his trusty bomb, he'll be all right.
Yeah, and I liked how he recovered back onto the stage, utilizing that bomb, putting himself in the center. Very, very useful strategy there. But now, with Deltaforce in the center, it forces Obmcbob to approach and realize that you gotta really take him down, because at this point, Deltaforce doesn't really want to engage as much, really, except for there. Losing the stock, has that rage, but unfortunately it is gone at this point with Obmcbob bringing it back a little bit.
Yeah, Obmcbob still trying to show that he is in control. Great long-lasting up air, gonna keep Deltaforce in disadvantage for a while as he's got big combos. Obmcbob has Deltaforce at the ledge. Want to see what the mix is? Bomb into the grab, and they're full coverage. Verizon Wireless. Obmcbob's got him on this ledge.
Oh yeah, and I mean right now it's just the bomb coming in from Deltaforce, trying to at least create some more separation and bring this. Unfortunately, both bombs explode at the same time. But meanwhile, just unfortunately for Obmcbob, they are off stage at this point. But getting that up air there is big to at least potentially make it.
Yeah, keep it close as Deltaforce going for the dash attack, run up B. He's taking 2 stocks off of just that move. And it's seeming to work out for him, you know? If it ain't broke, run into a bomb and get hit by the up air. So, last stock here in game 2. Still big scaries all again. Great wait by Obmcbob, and he's got a good reset. He'll keep Deltaforce in a rough pace for a little while as he backs up, hits him with a bomb, and tries to go for the platform extension. He won't be able to. He'll get another chance at it, however. And now Deltaforce is at 87%. Looking to get something started.
62-98. This is very big for Deltaforce at this point, trying to at least get some more separation than what they need. I don't think very getting, but the Nair coming in, at least getting them some control, going for it with the dash down, not able to get it there, but Obmcbob waiting it out, at least at this point. Not realizing, and the forward air should take it, and the 2-0 from Obmcbob. Deltaforce is not happy about that one. Obmcbob moves on to top 8 winners.
Man, Obmcbob was like showing that once again taking it 2-0. It was I believe it was 3-1 last time, but definitely showing that he's got the Link matchup down packed. And we saw it with the amount of items that he was just able to toss out, and he was making everything work from the boomerang to the bombs. He was just able to continue his combos off of them, and then keep Deltaforce in the air as he got that extra percent.
I think that was very, very well said, and I believe that the separation and the spacing between both these players, I that played in, especially later on in game 2. Really, the patience and the wait times and the spacing of Obmcbob really benefited there. So it was very, very, very entertaining.
Yeah, we're just seeing those, like even the boomerangs. It wasn't even his boomerang is going the way of Obmcbob, and the boomerang coming back to help Obmcbob again. Just like players 3 and 4 were like on the side of the wrong Link, and you know, Deltaforce is, you know, just looking for some help. Like, boomerang's not working for me. We got to do something.
Yeah, definitely. And I felt like he wanted to do more with the boomerang, trying to create some more separation. I feel like he couldn't get really enough of that in this set in particular.
Yeah, and once again, we're seeing Obmcbob right there, just like,
I know you're bad right now.
using his util to its best ability.
Wait, hold on.
And even following up with like a whole bunch of coverage. We saw him like toss out those up airs to just, you know, we're seeing Deltaforce toss out that down air there, but you know, Obmcbob, you know, using that to like just control and have Deltaforce respect the space that he was taking, and Deltaforce just didn't really have an answer.
No, I don't think he really didn't have an answer for the speed of Toon Link. I feel like he just couldn't adjust to that as well, because unfortunately Link's is a little bit slower in that aspect. It really threw off in this particular set Deltaforce what they wanted to do a little bit more. The turnaround and the patience was certainly there. It was very impressive, both these players, but I felt like Obmcbob just played to their strengths a lot better.
Yeah, it was just like just little situations like, you know, we saw Obmcbob would do that very, very risky air dodge to the ledge, and Deltaforce just like literally frames late and ends up losing the set because of it. And it was just you know, bad luck on his part, but you know, that's how it is sometimes. Sometimes you're just a frame late and you'll lose the set because of it. And if that ain't Smash, I don't know what is.
Yeah, unfortunately, timings have to go perfectly if you're going to. So you got to get everything going, and sometimes it just can't happen that way. So honestly, it was a great effort from Deltaforce there. But we do have our next potential set. We got Justin Byleth and Mr. Thugs. This should be very entertaining.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've seen both these guys come through. Mr. Thugs, I believe